All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful character study. It's the story of a man whose name, believe it or not, holds the key to his entire tragic journey. So let's start with his name, Sarhan Abdel Basir. Right off the bat, this sets up the whole conflict of the story. The name Sarhan literally means someone who's kind of detached from reality, lost in their own imagination. But then you have Abdel Basir, which means servant of the all-seeing God. And that points to this state of pure, untainted humanity. So you've got this guy who's lost in a fantasy world, but at his core, he's defined by this incredible purity. And you see this purity in action right from the get-go. We meet Sarhan when he's in his late 20s, but honestly, he has the heart and mind of a child. He's an actor, and his job is playing Safrat the rabbit on a kids' TV show. And it's not really a stretch for him. It's less like acting and more like he's just being himself.
I mean, this just perfectly shows how completely detached he is from adult life. His entire world is just so small and simple. He literally doesn't get insults or why people would be mean. You ask him about women and he's just genuinely confused by the question. A colleague makes a romantic advance and he thinks they're just, roughhousing, playing a game. He sees everything at face value, no subtext at all. And that's really the first big thing to grasp here. His innocence isn't just a personality trait. It's the lens through which he sees everything, and it makes him a total outsider in the adult world.
But a world like that, it's fragile, right? It's like a bubble just waiting to be burst. And the story makes it pretty clear early on that evil doesn't exactly wait for an invitation.
Okay, so the whole story really hinges on this one central conflict, this symbolism. Sarhan is the rabbit. He represents everything good, peaceful, and pure. And then you have the lion, which stands for the outside world, for evil, aggression, and just raw, brutal power.
And get this, it's not just a metaphor. This plays out for real. Sarhan's at the zoo, and he's just kind of wondering why they'd put the cages for the predatory lions right next to the gentle rabbits. And then a lion actually escapes and lunges right at him. He did absolutely nothing to provoke it, but evil comes looking for him anyway. It's this terrifying moment of foreshadowing, showing us that evil isn't passive. It's an active force that will hunt down innocence, whether it's invited or not.
And just like that escaped lion, real-world evil crashes into his life. His neighbor, a dancer, is murdered. And guess who becomes the prime suspect? Sarhan, the gentle rabbit who couldn't be more innocent, is immediately in the crosshairs. So here we are, at a crucial turning point. Sarhan is completely and utterly trapped. He's caught in the gears of a machine, this world that he doesn't understand at all, and now he's facing a choice that is going to shatter his entire reality.
And the situation is just a total nightmare. So the police, they actually find the real killer. But, and this is a huge but, they have zero evidence to convict the guy. Their entire case hangs on one thing. They need Sarhan to get on the witness stand and lie. They need him to say he saw the killer at the scene, even though he saw absolutely nothing.
The police inspector lays it out for him, and it's terrifyingly clear. All the evidence they do have, it points to Sarhan. So he's got two options. Option 1, lie, put a guilty man behind bars, and save his own skin. Option 2, hold on to his purity, tell the truth, and be executed for a crime he didn't commit. It's an impossible choice, right? A total no-win scenario. It's a moral trap set by a system that cares more about getting a conviction than finding the actual truth.
So, after this agonizing night, basically talking to his own shadow, wrestling with this impossible choice, Sarhan makes his decision. He goes to court. He decides to defend his own life. And to do that, he has to sacrifice the one thing that defines him. He has to sacrifice his innocence. And when he walks out of that courtroom, Sarhan is a completely different person. He's made a decision. In a world full of lions, he just can't afford to be a rabbit anymore. He has to become a lion too. But here's the tragic irony. His attempt to become evil is just as childlike and naive as his innocence ever was. Look at his plan. He tears down all the rabbit pictures, destroys his old rabbit doll. He starts this obsessive journal labeling every little thing in his life as white for good or black for evil. He starts drinking, trying to act like bad guys he's seen in old movies. It gets darker too. He actually plots to hurt someone, and he even tries to assault his colleague. It's like he's trying to force the world to be as corrupt as it was to him. But at the end of the day, it's just not in him. He can't truly become evil. His attempt to be a lion, it's just another sad, tragic game of pretend.
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. In the original play, the ending feels, well, kind of hopeful. It hints that he might be able to go back to being innocent. But the analysis we're digging into here, it offers a much, much darker and maybe more profound take on the ending. So, in that final scene of the play, kids from his old TV show come to visit him. They surround him, they're singing the old songs, and eventually he joins in. And the implication is, maybe, just maybe, Saffroat, his innocent rabbit persona, is back.
But the literary take on this says, no way. That ending just doesn't track with everything he's been through. The trauma of that choice, the lie he was forced to tell, that caused a change that you just can't undo. The murder didn't just have one victim. It also killed Sarhan's innocence. It killed his purity.
And that's the real gut punch, the crucial takeaway here. Sarhan can never become a truly evil lion. It's just not who he is. But the real tragedy is, he can never go back to being that innocent rabbit either. He's lost. He's trapped forever between these two worlds, and he doesn't belong in either one. And that just leaves us with this huge, powerful question, doesn't it? It's about experience itself. His story really forces you to ask, once innocence is lost, is it gone for good? Can purity, once it's been shattered by the world, ever really be put back together? Or maybe, are we all in some way caught between the rabbit we used to be and the lion we sometimes have to become just to survive?